Hi all, let's talk about points. In two-dimensional space, points are determined by two numbers. Inside of the parentheses you will see x value in the first place, always, and y value in the second place. Now, two-dimensional coordinate system has a horizontal line that is labeled x. Let's assume that x-axis represents time. So let's say 0, the origin, will be today. Then we'll have 1 day from now, 2 days from now, 10, 11, 12 in the future. And we can also look at data in the past. We can have -1, 2 days ago, -3, 3 days ago, -7, -8, all the way to -infinity. By the way, graphs are usually read from left to right, so you will analyze graphs from -infinity in the direction to the positive infinity, which is on the other side. Now, the vertical line is the y-axis. It goes from -infinity to positive infinity on top. Let's say y-axis represents temperature. Now, I don't want to have temperature from 1 to, let's say, 12. I want to have higher numbers when I'm working, for example, with the Fahrenheit. The scale of the y-axis does not necessarily have to be the same as the x-axis. I can assume that 2 boxes is 10 degrees, then this will be 20 degrees, 30, 40, 50, 60. The positive values are on top, the negative values will be on the bottom, so we have -10, 0 is still the same, -20, -30, -40. Let's say we have a point A and it's a 320. First thing you want to do is look at the x value, which is 3, so we have 1, 2, 3. This is not the final destination. Then you want to examine the y value, which is 20. So we will go 10, 20, and this will be point A. Let's say we have point B, and 5 days ago, -5, the temperature was 30. So we're going to plot that. We go all the way to -5 on the x-axis, and then you want to go up to 30, and here's your second point. You can also have a point C that is happening today, so we have 0, and let's say the temperature is 50. So when x is 0, we go up all the way on the 50. The only time you will have points on the x or y axis is if one of the variables is equal to 0. Let's say we have point D, 8 days from now, the temperature is 0. So we have 8, 0. Here's our point D. When you have a set of points in a collection, and they're usually put inside of those curly brackets, that set of points is a relation. People can get confused about what makes a relation a function. A function is also a set of points, but with one distinction, that for every x value there is only one y value. At this moment, for every x there is a different number for y. We have no conflict, and I can say that the set of these points is a function. However, let's say I have point E. It says that today, when x is 0, y is 30. So we will have two x values that are the same. When x is 0 here and x is 0 here, we would have different y values. What that conflict means is that if you wake up this morning and you ask Siri what temperature is going to be today, and she says 30 degrees, and then you ask Alexa what temperature is going to be today, and she says 50 degrees, this creates a conflict. The information is not consistent. So for each of the days, or even hours, or anything, for each of the x values, you want to have just one answer, one number. That's all.